Anna, I'm just putting it on you.
What?
I'm putting it on you.
Who is?
No one, but for the recording. Yeah, you're gonna be the center. All right, and I'm gonna put music on for this. All right. Got it. All right. Happy Thursday, y'all. Good morning. All right. We're going to kind of be combining what we've been working on the last 2 weeks, which is handstand and hurdlers pose. We're not going to be doing it for long, not a lot of focus on it, but kind of incorporating it in your flow. If you want to do it, fine. If you want to do it partially, that's fine too. But I'm just showing you how you can incorporate those two things within your flow. Sound good? Awesome, y'all. All right, let's start in child's pose at the back of your mat. So right here, spread your knees wide on your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. And then send your hips towards your heels as you straighten your arms. Now start to take one deep inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. One more inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. Now take a deep inhale, visualizing your breath coming up through your fingertips. Feel that breath go all the way up your forearm, your bicep, your tricep. And then exhale as you release that breath out your side bodies. Start here to think about your intention for this Thursday morning. Why did you show up? What will you focus your time, energy, and strength on this morning that will guide you throughout your weekend? Challenge you today to lean in towards the discomfort, towards uncomfortable, and maybe that looks a little bit different than it did maybe Tuesday, this morning, last week, and to have grace for that, but good to go to your edge and breathe through the discomfort. Start to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, and then place your left palm on top of your right. Now sink your left ear into your mat gaze underneath your right tricep. And then feel that stretch through your entire right side body. So with every inhale, breathe through your right fingertips. With every exhale, allow the breath to release out your left side body. One more inhale in. And then exhale it out. Now slowly start to walk your hands over to the opposite side of your mat. This time place your right palm on top of your left. Now sink your right ear into your mat gaze underneath your left tricep. Start to breathe through your entire right side body. 2 deep breaths. One more inhale in. And then exhale it out. Now slowly start to walk your hands towards the center of your space. And then zip up your lips and use your Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out your nose. This is your breath of fire, of heat that will guide your movements throughout the next 60 minutes. But if at any point you do start to feel overheated, just use an open mouth exhale. One more inhale in. And then exhale it out. Now inhale as you come up to a tabletop pose. So stack your shoulders right over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Now inhale, cow pose, drop your belly down, create expansion through your chest. Rotate your shoulders down your back. And then exhale, cat pose, protract your shoulder blades, gaze in towards your belly button. Inhale, retract or cow pose, drop your belly down. And then dig the heels of your hands closer to your thighs. Exhale, cat pose, curl your spine, press your hands into the ground. One more inhale, cow. And then exhale, cat pose. Inhale as you come to a neutral tabletop pose, and then bring your right knee out to the side for a fire hydrant pose. Now extend your leg out and then press the entire right sole of your foot into the ground. Now sink your hips back into a one-legged child's pose. So feeling that all through your groin, your hip flexors, and then walk your finger pads towards the front of your space, creating that expansion through your collarbone and shoulder blades. 2 deep breaths. One more inhale in. And then exhale, start to come back up to that tabletop pose. And then bend your knee for fire hydrant pose, lengthening out our psoas. Donkey kick straight up towards the ceiling. Knee to nose, protract, curl in. Let's do that 2 more times. So fire hydrant out to the side. Donkey kick straight up. Knee to nose, crunch in. Now last time, fire hydrant out. Donkey kick straight up, but hold right here. Shift your weight over to your right hand. Grab your back foot with your left hand. And now option to stay here, option to start to expand as you kick the top of your foot into your hand. And then shift your weight forward so your shoulders right over your wrists. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, slowly release. Take your hand out in front of you with your ear right by your bicep. Now dig your toe in towards your mat. So squeeze in towards center line. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, crunch in, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch in, just warming up your core. 1 more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, lengthen, place your left hand down, knee to nose. And then place your right knee onto your mat. Now come back to that neutral tabletop and take dancing lion to the right. So big, giant hip circles. Coming all the way forward, all the way down. Just taking inventory of what's tight in your body, what you need to let go of this morning. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. And then exhale, come back to that tabletop pose. Now lift your left knee out to the side, fire hydrant pose. Extend your leg out, press the entire left sole of your foot into the ground. Now sink your hips back as far as you can for one-legged child's pose. And then come onto your finger pads of your hands. And notice where it feels a little bit of discomfort in your body. Exhale as you allow that discomfort to release. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. And then exhale it out. Now come back up to that tabletop pose and then bend your knee for fire hydrant. Now donkey kick straight up, activating your glute. Knee to nose, squeeze in. 2 more times, fire hydrant out. Donkey kick straight up. Knee to nose. Fire hydrant out. Donkey kick straight up. Now this time, shift your weight over to your left hand. Grab the top of your foot with your right. And then press into your hand. Shift your weight forward. Create expansion through your chest. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, release it down. Now start to frame your ear with your bicep. And then tuck your left hip in under, squeezing your thighs in towards one another. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, crunch in, elbow to knee, protract. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. 1 more inhale. Exhale, squeeze in. Now inhale, lengthen, place your right hand down, knee to nose 1 more time. And then place your left knee onto your mat. Now flip your palms over with your fingers facing one another. And you're on the tops of your hands. Take dancing lion to the left. But this time really getting into your wrists, your forearms. 3 deep breaths right here. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. And then exhale, come back to that tabletop pose. Flip your hands back over. Now press firmly through your finger pads, let your knuckles pop off. Tuck your toes under, bear pose. So lift your knees 1 inch off your mat. Now protract your shoulder blades, so press the earth away from you. Bring your right knee to your right tricep, just give it a little tap. Back to center, left to left. Back to center, alternate 2 more times, so it's right, center. Continue to breathe, left, center. Last one right, last one left. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Now right here, start to pedal out your dog. Bend deep into one knee and the other. Option to sway your feet side to side. We are getting into IT bands today. Starting to warm them up. Then when you're ready, come to stillness. Now, start to externally rotate your arms away from one another. Feel your serratus anterior start to light up, your rhomboid start to lengthen. Now tilt your tailbone high towards the ceiling, but then glue your heels down towards the ground. Beautiful, y'all. And then spiral your inner thighs inwards towards the back of the room. Feel your calf, hamstrings light up. Now inhale, lift your heels off your mat, come onto the balls of your feet. And then exhale as you intentionally sink them down, spiraling towards the back of the room. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, take teeny tiny steps to the top of your mat and then take a ragdoll pose. So option to grab opposite elbows, option to interlace your hands behind your back, or option to interlace your hands at the crown of your head. But bend your knees so generously that your chest falls all the way towards your thighs and let your head fall heavy here. Start to nod your head yes, nod your head no, and then nod your head yes, you showed up, you're here, you made it to Thursday, y'all. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in, and then exhale, release your hands down to your mat. Now bend deep into your right knee, plant your right hand in the center of your space, extend your left arm all the way up towards the sky. Yeah, other hand, there you go. Perfect. Now shift all your weight into your left foot. Feel your IT bands and calves start to light up. Yes, I love that one. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, release your left hand down, switch it out. So plant your opposite hand down, bend deep in your opposite knee. Feel your thoracic spine start to wake up. And now shift all your weight into that straight leg. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, release your hands down, bend your knees, tuck your chin in towards your chest, roll up the sand vertebrae by vertebrae. Let your head be the last thing to come up. And then exhale, Samasthiti, bring your hands to heart center. Roll your shoulders down your back, close your eyes right here. Right here is where you set your intention for your Thursday. I challenge you to lean in towards discomfort. Even maybe showing up may be uncomfortable, but I want you to breathe through it rather than focus what you can't do or that feeling of discomfort, or set an intention of your own. We'll seal our intention this morning with 1 cleansing breath. So take a deep inhale in through your nose, and then open mouth, release that breath out. Now open your eyes, release your fingertips down at your side. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms overhead, and then just hold right here. And now pull your thighs off your kneecaps, engage your quads, and then internally rotate them, activating your adductors, yes. Now draw your shoulders to your ears and then melt them down your back. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, grab your left wrist, lean over to the right, but gaze to the left. And feel your left lat, the lower back start to activate. So with every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, sink your hands a little bit closer towards the ground. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, switch out your grip. Side bend to the left. Gaze to the right. Yeah, feel your lats start to activate. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, rise up. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms, puff your chest forward. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your hands to your shins, thighs, or the ground and hold here. Now start to shift your weight into the balls of your feet. So let your heels pop off. Feel your belly button engage. Retract your shoulder blades to squeeze them towards one another. Yes, Susan. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands, step back, hold right here. Now shift your shoulders over your wrists, your heels over your toes. Bring your hips in line with your shoulders. Now inhale, retract. Drop your belly down, create expansion through your chest, almost like you're in cow pose. Exhale, cat pose in this plank, curl your spine. Inhale, retract, cow. Exhale, protract. So it's almost like you're doing a push-up, but you're not even bending your elbows. 2 more, inhale, pro. Exhale, curl your spine. Last one, inhale, retract. Exhale, protract, and this helps you find your neutral spine. So now you're meeting in the middle, neutral high plank. Now shift forward to your big toes, tuck your elbows in, lower all the way down to your belly. Now untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet into your mat. Squeeze your legs together. Inhale, cobra. Put little to no weight in your hands. Gaze to neutral. Exhale, lower down. Now put pressure into your finger pads. TP your hands at the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up. Breathe in through your belly button. Feel your QL, your low back start to release. And then exhale, lower down. Now take your hands wider than your mat. Inhale, rise up. Now drop your left shoulder down, gaze over your right. Now bend so deep in your left elbow that you feel your delt and serratus anterior, your pec, start to activate. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, drop your right shoulder down, gaze over your left. And then start to sink all your weight into your right finger pad. One more inhale in. Exhale, a little bit more pressure into your right finger pad. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, engage your legs, press your hands next to your armpits. Inhale, high plank, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain ground down to reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, side bend to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands, step back, and stay in that neutral position. So bring your hips in line with your shoulders. Now bring your right knee to your right tricep. Give it a little tap. Back to center. Left knee to left tricep. Back to center. Alternate here, warming up your hip flexors and your core. Yes, you can. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Yes, you can. For 4, for 3, 2. High plank and 1. High plank. Shift your weight forward to your big toes. Tuck your elbows in, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Beautiful, Heather. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Now take a deep inhale in. Open mouth, release that breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain ground down to reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just so y'all know, we are going to be moving front to back of your mat today. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. So sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead and hold and breathe right here. Now peel your toes off your mat, sink your weight back and down, but don't let that crown fall off your head, so keep your head up high. Now with every inhale, I want you to shrug your shoulders to your ears. And with every exhale, sink your shoulders away from your ears, send your booty closer towards your mat. 3 more just like that. Lean in towards that uncomfortableness. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. Now exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Seal your palms together. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, forward fold, straighten your legs. Hinge your chest forward. Seal your palms together. Now release your palms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hip, and start to open up that right hip flexor. So big giant circles with your right knee in one direction, the other, but sink your left heel into your mat. Now inhale, 3-legged dog, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, hold it here for 4. For 3, now lift it up to your tricep, 2, yes, and 1, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow, kick it through, fall in triangle. So right here, sometimes it's uncomfortable to take up space. So take up space by sliding that front foot forward. Maybe make big giant circles with that top arm. Show up this morning. Nice, Anna. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale, plant your left hand down. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands. Drop your back knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms overhead. And then just hold and breathe right here. Yeah, now look over at your front knee. Make sure it's stacked over your ankle. And then dial your right hip back, your left hip forward. And now sink your hips forward to get into those hip flexors. Yes. 2 deep breaths. There's hammies working you, Hannah. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms, puff your chest forward. Now inhale, rise back up. And then exhale, frame your front foot with your hands, tuck your back toe. Exhale, pyramid pose. So bring your left foot a little bit in. Option to use a block underneath your hands, but hold right here. Now dial your right hip back, your left hip forward, and peel your right toes off your mat. Now, rather than getting that ego amigo, that head towards your shin, I want you to try to melt your chest towards your thigh. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sink your chest forward. 1 more inhale. Exhale, sink your chest forward. Now, if you have a block, feel free to use it. Take it a foot in front of your right foot. Open up, half moon. Yes, so plant your right hand down, left hand all the way up towards the sky. Then hold right here. Start to peel your hips open. So dial your right hip under, your left hip back. Yeah, feel that openness right here. Take 1 more deep inhale and start to bend deep in your front knee. Exhale, warrior 2, slow and control. Beautiful. Now readjust and come into that warrior 2. Hold and breathe right here. And now send your front knee towards your pinky toe. Allow your hips to open, but then tuck your tailbone underneath you. Now take 1 deep inhale in, and then exhale, sink your hips closer towards the ground. Now inhale, star pose towards the parking lot, but turn your toes in, your heels out. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, hinge forward and down. You'll have time to get upside down, but if you want to just bend deep into each knee, do a little Cossack squat, opening up your hip flexors. Go for it. Or just start to walk your hands behind you. I like to make equal signs with my arms to get into my shoulders. Whatever your body's telling you right now. Wherever you are, 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. And then exhale it out. Now start to walk your hands towards your back foot. Runner's lunge toward the back of your mat. Yeah, pivot both your feet towards there. Easy twist, plant your right hand down, left hand all the way up towards the sky. Hold right here. Let's now press your back heel over your toe mound. And then feel your thoracic spine start to twist and activate. Take 1 deep inhale in. Now stay here, exhale, horizon lunge. So point both of your toes towards the sunflower wall. Yeah, so you're on the knife edge, perfect, Heather. Yeah, so both your knife edges towards that sunflower wall. So your big toes should both be up towards the ceiling. And if it's tight, my bikers, my runners, that means you need it. Inhale as you lengthen it. Exhale, sink your hips down towards your mat. Inhale, rise up. We'll do this 3 more times, just opening up those IT bands. 2 more times. Inhale as you rise up. And then exhale, lower your hips all the way down to the ground. 1 more inhale, rise. Yeah, and then you're going to sink your hips all the way down. On your last one, stay up in that horizon lunge. Now bring your front foot to meet your backside plank. So right hand down, left hand up. Now send your hips towards the ceiling like someone's pulling you by a thread. Start to peel your top leg off your bottom, plant it behind you, wild thing. Yeah, start to open up that chest, that heart. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, unflip, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow, hold it here for 4, For 3, bring it up to your tricep. 2, yeah. And 1, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Kick it through, fall in triangle. We're repeating the same thing. Yes, so take up space. Make big giant circles, maybe with that top arm right here. Beautiful, y'all. Take 1 more deep inhale in. Exhale, plant your right hand down. Inhale, sweep your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, crescent moon, drop your back knee. Inhale, extend your arms overhead, and then just hold and breathe right here. Yes, now start to adduct your hips. So squeeze your thighs towards one another. And dial your right hip forward, your left hip back this time. Yeah, feel your inner thighs start to engage. Now take 1 deep inhale in, and then exhale, send your hips towards that side of the room or towards the front of your space right now. Yeah, feel your hip flexors start to open. 1 inhale in, exhale, baby back, then cactus your arms. Puff your chest forward. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, frame your front foot with your hands, tuck your back toe. Inhale, pyramid pose. Bring your right foot in just a little bit and then hold right here. And then try straightening that front leg and feel free to always use a block. Now dial your right hip forward, your left hip back. Squeeze your inner thighs. And with every inhale, draw your shoulder blades to touch for a halfway lift. And with every exhale, let your chest fall closer towards your front shin. Beautiful, Susan. Peel your front toes off your mat. Yeah, really get into those calves and hamstrings. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, gaze in front of your left foot. Plant your left hand down, half moon. Peel your hips open towards the parking lot. Yeah, I still use a block for this too. Feel free to use whatever you need to really open your hips. So dial your left hip underneath you, your right hip back. 1 more deep inhale and start to bend deep in that front knee. Exhale, warrior 2. Yeah, and then readjust right here to open even further through your hips and hold right here. Beautiful, y'all. 2 deep breaths. 1 more inhale in, and then on your exhale, sink your hips closer towards your mat. Inhale, star pose. Turn your toes in, your heels out. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. You're only here for 2 breaths, so take 2 deep breaths right here. 1 more inhale in. Exhale it out. Now start to walk your hands towards the front of your space. We're back to the front of our mat. Runner's lunge at the front, and then easy twist, left hand down, right hand all the way up towards the sky. Hold right here. Now pay attention to your back leg. I want you to start to activate by pressing your back kneecap towards the sky. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, horizon lunge. Point your toes again towards the sunflower wall. Beautiful. Now frame your ear with your bicep. Yeah, so it's all the way over. Feeling that all through your external obliques, your lats. Now take a deep inhale in. And then exhale, you're just dropping your hips all the way down. Your arm down here. There you go. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Now this time, inhale, rise, high side plank. So bring your front foot to meet your back and hold right here. Yes, now start to peel your top leg off your bottom, stamp it behind you, wild thing. Open up your heart. Yes, take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, unflip, 3-legged dog. High to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Long flow, y'all. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We are working on hurdlers pose a little bit. I didn't want to burn out your shoulders with those chaturanga. All right, inhale, gaze forward. Take a few steps towards your hands. 3 frog hops to the top of your mat. Protract your shoulder blades, gaze between your wrists. And kick your booty up. Try to catch a little bit of air. Yeah, there you go. Meet in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, puff your chest forward. Exhale, forward fold with a bind behind your back. Release your bind. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Kick it through, fallen triangle. Yes. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale, plant your right hand down. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot right between your hands. Drop your back knee. Inhale, crescent move. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, pyramid pose. Frame your front foot. Yeah, now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward over your front leg. Inhale, half moon. Plant your left hand down. Peel your hips open. 2 breaths here. Yes, so we don't want to rush into this one. 1, inhale in, start to bend deep in your front knee. Exhale, warrior 2. Beautiful. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, toes in, heels out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk to the back of your mat. Inhale, easy twist. Left hand down, right hand up. Exhale, horizon lunge. Inhale, frame your ear with your bicep. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, side plank. Bring your right foot to meet your left. Now start to peel your top foot off. Plant it behind you, wild thing. Yes. Now ground down, lift up. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, unflip, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Kick it through, fallen triangle. Yeah. Beautiful. Yes, I love the challenges, y'all. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, plant your left hand down. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, crescent moon, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, rise them back up. Exhale, hinge forward over your front foot. Tuck your back toe. Pyramid pose as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward over your front toes. Inhale, half moon, plant your right hand down. Peel your hips open. You have 2 breaths here. Beautiful, y'all. Take one more deep inhale in. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, star. Turn your toes and heels out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Inhale, easy twist to the front. Exhale, horizon lunge. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, rise up. Side plank. Yes, now ground down through your feet to lift your hips higher. Peel your top leg off, plant it behind you, wild thing. Open up your heart. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, unflip, three-legged dog. High to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths, nice hand. 1 more inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, gaze forward, walk your feet in just a few inches. 4 frog hops to the top of your mat. Just practicing on these little handstand hops right here. Yeah, protract your shoulder blades, squeeze your core in and meet in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, chair pose, sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, shift your chest forward. And then exhale, prayer twist towards the right. Now look at your knees. I want you to make sure they're in line with one another. And then gaze over your top shoulder. Now I want you to come into your edge of this pose today. That doesn't mean your edge yesterday. That doesn't mean your edge maybe later today. It means right now. So where is your discomfort? Where is that zone that will make you so uncomfortable that you're waiting for me to say release? That's where I want you to go. Beautiful, y'all. Wherever you are, 2 more deep breaths. One more inhale in. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Take your feet hip width distance apart. Gorilla pose. Take your palms underneath your feet and then start to shift your weight forward so that you tilt your tailbone high and also massage out your wrists. We are going into crow pose as well, just preparing you. Now inhale, halfway lift in gorilla. Exhale, fold forward. 3 more just like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, halfway. Exhale, fall forward. Now bend deep into your knees. I did this transition earlier. Keep bending deep in your knees until your chest falls all the way onto your thighs. Roll back high, pose. Yeah. So make sure that your shins are parallel to your mat. Melt your shoulders down your back. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Now take your hands behind your head. We're gonna do high bicycle twist. So take your right elbow to your left knee. Now peel your chin away from your chest. I want you using your obliques rather than your torso to twist you. Back to center. Switch it out, left to right. Peel your chin away, your obliques to twist you. Back to center, alternate here. So it's right, then left, right, and left. To get a larger range of motion, you can then tap your opposite heel on down. That's even working your quads and hamstrings. You've got it. You have 8, 7, squeeze your obliques as you twist. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High boat. Exhale, low boat. Hold right here. Hollow out your back. Point your toes to your nose. Extend your arms over your head. That is how you feel in handstand. I just want you to feel it for a second. Take 2 deep breaths here. Yes, you can. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, extend your arms straight up. Bring your right foot all the way towards the ceiling. You're in standing L, just inverted. So dial your right hip under. Your left hip is squeezing in towards your right. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, switch out your legs. Option to bring your head down, or option take your hands behind your head. We're just scissoring it out here for 8, 7, for 6, 5, working your lower belly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees into your chest. Scoot your booty over to the left side of your mat, and then bring your knees over to the right, almost like you're doing a little supine twist. Now take your hands behind your head. We're crunching up, feeling this in our left oblique. So it's up and down, just crunching with your knees off to the side. It's up, down. Exhale as you lift. So make sure you're not curling in, but rather you're gazing straight up so that your abs are doing the work, not your head, neck, and shoulders. Yes, you got it. You have 8, 7, 6. Susan asked for a lot of abs, so we can blame her for this, right? For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Charlie Angel your fingers, pulse it out. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hold in 2, and 1. Now hold for 8, 7, yes you can, 6, a little higher, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Woo. And then send your hips over to the right, your knees over to the left. It actually should feel pretty good in your lumbar spine, but not for long. Take your hands behind your head. We're crunching, focusing on that right oblique this time. So it's inhale as you lift up, exhale as you lift up, inhale as you lower down. So it's up and down. Make sure you continue to breathe. Your abdominal region needs that oxygen as you crunch up and down. So it's up, down, gazing straight up towards the ceiling. Yes, you can. For 8, 7, squeeze your right oblique. 6, for 5, for 4, Charlie Angel your fingers. In 3, in 2, Charlie Angel your fingers, pulse and pulse. Exhale. Yes, you can. Squeeze your oblique. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold in 1. For 8, 7, yes you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, bring your knees to your chest, rock side to side, up and down. And then create that momentum. Maybe pop back up into chair pose, y'all. A lot of oblique work today. Whew. Nice, y'all. Now take a deep inhale in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, prayer twist towards the left. So again, make sure your knees are in line. Take a look at them and then feel your expansion through your torso. Now start to go into your edge this morning. So maybe open up your arms, maybe take a block between your hands, maybe fists. If you want to try side crow, go for it. There you go. Yeah, now squeeze your legs together. You got it. Perfect. 2 more deep breaths. Just gaze straight out, Heather. When you look down, that's when you start to fall. Take 1 more deep inhale in. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Toe heel your feet all the way out to the edges of your mat. Toes out, heels in. Yogi squat. Whew. Option to place a block or anything underneath your sacrum. But peel your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe start to sway side to side. Get into that groin, your hip flexors, your glutes. You guys probably watch me when I'm not doing the flow. I'm always sitting like this because it's so good for your groin, your psoas, your hip flexors. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, crow. Plant your hands into your mat. Send your tailbone really, really high. You can use a block underneath your feet, or if you want to put it between your hands, but it doesn't really do much there. Now you're going to bend your elbows to a 90-degree. Pull your belly button in, protract your shoulder blades, but gaze out. You should see ground from the floor in front of you, not your mat. Maybe you lift one leg, maybe the other, but you're pressing down to lift your torso high. And then once you're done, we're going into chaturanga. So feel free to shoot back or just meet in a downward facing dog, y'all. Nice work. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, and 2 deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Hurdler's pose. So start to bend your elbows, leaning them in towards one another. So you're starting with getting your knee high on your tricep. Then you're just bending your elbows to a 90-degree angle. You're creating a shelf for your entire torso and your thigh. Maybe this is as far as you get. I'm not balancing. My core is not engaged right now because my triceps are just holding me up. Then to engage your core, you squeeze your belly button in. Maybe you just start to shift your weight. That's all it is. No jumping, none of that. It's just a simple shift in weight, but a lot of triceps and squeezing your arms in. And squaring your chest, a lot of people dump that opposite shoulder down. Yes. You got it, Heather. You got it, Heather. All right, whenever you're done playing, come back into downward facing dog. Yes, now you know how it feels, Susan. I didn't know you were in the block. I was like, what it looks like you're doing it. All right, inhale, 3-legged dog, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, knee to left bicep. Take it through fallen triangle. Now, option to stay here, option to lift that right foot off your mat. Now, take your top elbow, and I want you to squeeze your elbow into your knee. We have fallen triangle crunches. So it's out and in, just squeezing right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, because you can, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant your left hand down. Inhale, sweep your right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot between your hand, crescent moon. Now you have 2 deep breaths here, just to reset. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, tuck your back toe, pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Now we did this Tuesday. We're going into revolve dancer. So what that is, you can plant your left hand down, right hand up, starting like that for twisted triangle. If you want a block or a water bottle, you can always use that. as well. After you do that, you start to shift your weight into your front foot. You take your back foot to your booty. So I'm right here with my top arm still towards the sky. Then I start to grab my back foot with my right hand. So it's opposite dancer. And then using your core, leave a micro bend in that knee, you start to rise up for revolve dancer. So it's the same thing as dancer, just opposite leg and opposite foot. Yeah, beautiful, y'all. It's actually my favorite pose. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale, mountain. Bring your right foot down, your left foot down. Now inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, funky chair. Now, if you want to go to the full arm balance, go for it. If you just need a little hip flexor, stretch, just take your left hand to your left thigh, your right hand to your right foot, and you can just open up your hips manually. Take one deep inhale in, one exhale out. Now inhale, one leg Tadasana. Exhale, warrior three. So launch your chest forward, left foot still behind you. Now dial your left hip in, take a deep inhale in. Exhale, standing L. Here's our handstand practice. Now, you don't need to go into full handstand, but even just focusing on the prep by gripping your mat with your fingertips, protracting your shoulder blades, gazing between your wrists, not your thumbs. Now press so firmly through your right heel, your right hip comes up, squeeze your left glute in towards center. Maybe you just play with just doing little hops off. Maybe you try to kick your booty with your right foot. If you get into handstand, awesome. But remember, this is not where you really go to your edge because sometimes we can get tired. It is the end of class. I'd rather you work on the strength of getting into that handstand than fully going through it and hurting yourself. Beautiful, y'all. Yes, we'll be doing the other side too. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale back to standing L. And then step it back. We're back to pyramid pose where we started. Inhale, half moon, right hand down, left hand all the way up. Yes. Now dial your right hip under, your left hip back. Gaze up at your top hands. Take one more deep inhale in. Exhale, warrior two. Step it back. Inhale, star pose, toes in, heels out. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. You have 5 deep breaths here. So wherever you want to go for today, go for it. You want to get upside down and that's your edge, go for it. If not, feel free to do a twist. It's okay, girlfriend. I've done it so many times. Nice, Susan. There's your cross. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale as you come to the back of your mat, easy twist. So right hand down, left hand all the way up. Exhale, horizon lunge. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, rise up. Side plank, bring your front foot to meet your back. Yes, now ground down, lift your hips towards the sky. Take a deep inhale in, peel your top foot off your bottom. Exhale, step it back, wild thing. Yeah, open up your chest. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale, unflip, 3-legged dog. Now walk your hands in about a foot. Yeah, walk your hands to your feet about a foot. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Yes, hurdler's pose. Yep, but walking your hands in closer to your feet will get a better grip. So that's actually the trick that I do. If I know I'm going to hurdler's pose, I automatically start to walk my hands back. Yep, now gaze out in front of you. Yeah, squeeze your belly in. You're so close. You've got it, Heather. Yep, but you're just, the only thing is you're trying to jump rather than just shift your weight even more forward, rather than jump. Because jumping is just gonna collapse you. Yeah, but you're so close. All right, y'all, take a deep inhale in. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Take it through fallen triangle. Option, to do those fallen triangle crunches. So bring your knee to your top elbow, crunch it in. Yes, and then extend back out. 3 more like this. Inhale, exhale, 2 more. A lot of oblique work today. Inhale, exhale. Yes, then plant your right hand down. Inhale, sweep your left leg high to the sky. And then exhale, crescent moon, y'all. We're just gonna be here for a few breaths. Yeah, drop your back knee, shine your chest forward. Yeah, take deep inhales in. And exhale, any doubt, anything holding you back today, I want you to release right here. 1 more inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears, and then exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, frame your foot with your hands, tuck your back toe. Inhale, pyramid pose. And then halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward over your front leg. Now plant your right hand down. We're gonna start to go into revolved dancers. So shift your weight all to the front foot, and then see if you can start to bring your back heel to your glute. I use a block here sometimes too. And then once you feel secure there, leave a micro bend in your left knee, and then start to grab your back foot. And now slow and control once you do that. See if you can start to rise up, even just lifting your block to the next level. Yeah, it's a lot of core activation here. So dancers, a lot of just hamstring and lengthening. This pose is very heavy in that core. Beautiful, y'all. Take 1 deep inhale in, and then exhale, mountain. Bring your right foot down. Bring your hands down by your side. Just take 2 deep breaths right here. Feel the stability of the earth underneath you. 1 inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, 1 like a Tadasana. Bring your right knee back in line with your hip. Exhale, funky chair. Cross your right ankle over, and then sit into that chair. Yeah, if you want to open up your hip, you can manually take your right hand and press your right thigh open. Beautiful, y'all. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, lift and rise back up, 1-legged Tadasana. Exhale, warrior 3. And then standing L. Come all the way down. Beautiful. Now remember, grip the mat with your fingertips. Protract your shoulder blades, gaze between your wrists. Go so firmly through your left heel, your left hip comes up, and then squeeze your thighs towards one another. Now just try bending deep into your left knee and just popping off the left foot. Yeah, maybe you get right there. Maybe you can start to kick your booty with your left heel. And you all are by a wall, sort of. So if you want to try to come up to handstand, go for it, but don't force anything that's not there. I can't stress that enough, because that's where injuries happen. So there's certain times that we go forward or we push forward. That's how yoga is. And there's a lot of times where we got to step it back and not let our ego take over. This is one of those times. Take 1 deep inhale in and come back to standing L, y'all. Left foot out in front. And then step it back, pyramid pose. Half moon, plant your left hand down, right hand all the way up towards the sky. Beautiful. Beautiful. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, warrior 2. Now inhale, star, toes in, heels out. This time interlace your hands behind your back. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold with a bind. And I want you to focus on that stability of your feet in the mat right now. A lot of balancing going on. So start to shift your weight into the balls of your feet. Feel your hamstrings, your calves light up, and seal your palms together like you're clapping your hands. And then try to get them towards the front of your head. Yeah, that bind's not, if you're not feeling it, just release it. Take 1 more deep inhale in. Exhale, release your arms down to the ground, then start to walk your hands forward towards your front foot. Easy twist towards the front of your mat. So left hand down, right hand peels up towards the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, horizon lunge. Last one, y'all. Inhale, rise up, frame your ear with your bicep. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, side plank. Yes, last little bit of work. Now really drive through your heels to lift your hips towards the sky. Take a deep inhale and peel your top leg off. Exhale, plant it behind you, wild thing. Open up through your chest. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale, unflip three-legged dog. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths. One more inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, gaze through your hands. Exhale, step, walk, float. However you want to get through your hands all the way onto your back. Yes, and then roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Then cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Thread your hands underneath your left thigh. Flex and activate your feet. Now take a deep inhale in and keep your head all the way onto the ground. And then exhale, start to pull your thighs closer towards your chest. And then use your right elbow to nudge your right thigh towards the front of your mat. Maybe stay here, maybe start to lift your tailbone off your mat and rock side to side. Your low back, a little love, a little massage. Take one more deep inhale in. And then one more exhale out. Now start to scoot your booty over to the right side of your mat. Take your right hand out to the side, your left hand to your right thigh. Supine twist. Send your knees over to the left, gaze to the right. When you do a lot of abs, a lot of time your low back can take the hit, especially because when your core is not activated, it gives out in your psoas, that muscle that connects your lower and upper half, as well as the low back, your hamstrings start to take that hit. So that's why it's so important to stretch. Make sure to strengthen that core. Take one more deep inhale in. And then exhale, start to roll back onto your back and then switch out your legs. So cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Take your hands underneath your right thigh, flex and activate your feet. Take a deep inhale in, and then exhale, supine figure four. Take your left elbow, nudge your left thigh to the front. Flex and activate your feet. Maybe even lift your tailbone off and start to rock side to side. Take one more deep inhale in. One more exhale out. Now start to scoot your booty over to the left and take a supine twist as you drop your knees over to the right. Your left hand all the way out towards the side. Try to anchor your shoulder onto your mat. Right here, start to think about how you can aim to lean towards discomfort to make you stronger, to make you better, more resilient. How can you use that, what you learned in here, outside of this studio? How can you do one thing every day that makes you uncomfortable, show up anyways, and then grow from it? Take one deep inhale in. Exhale, start to come onto your back, and then inhale your knees into your chest. Exhale, happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Rock side to side. Now sink your low back into your mat and point your knees in towards your armpit. Massage out your low back. Take one deep inhale in. And then exhale it out. Now keeping your hands on your feet, bring your knees into your chest, your forehead up to your knees. Roll into a little ball, give yourself a big hug. Appreciate yourself for showing up, regardless of everything going on outside of this room, showing up for yourself. No matter what everybody else is saying around you, just doing you and being stronger than when you came through these doors. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, Shavasana, lay flat on your mat. Let everything go. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Come back to your breath. Remove your tongue. Let your low back fall into your mat. Shavasana, y'all. To reach for the life you want, you have to fall in love with being uncomfortable. You have to crave it. You have to start to prefer the high of breaking through your limitations to the dull comfort of staying safe. You have to let the fear rush through you and open you more deeply than ever before. You have to let everything that's holding you back become the foundation, the ground zero upon which you rebuild the rest of your life. Start falling in love with the process of leaning in towards discomfort and watch yourself blossom and grow. If you're ready to move on with the rest of your Thursday, start to bring movement back into your body, starting with your breath. Take one big giant inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Point your toes towards the front of the room. Stretch your arms overhead for a full body stretch. Your second wake up of the day feeling a little different than your first. And then roll onto your right side in fetal pose. So bring your knees into your chest. Use your arm as a little pillow. Pause right here. We end each practice, each class in Shavasana, in corpse pose, the death of our practice. And roll into fetal pose to represent rebirth, new beginnings. A chance to acknowledge the importance of leaning in towards those uncomfortable situations. Because when things happen, like a pandemic hitting the world, where entire lives have to change as we knew it, it's so easy to get caught up with comparing to what you did last year, comparing your social media accounts with others, comparing, and acknowledging that comparing is the death of joy. Not all storms come to ruin things, but some come to clear your path. So use this as a time to build resiliency. Use your left palm, press you up to a seated position facing the front of our space. Roll your shoulders down your back, bring your hands to your heart center, keep your eyes closed.